Good morning, students. Welcome to first session of third chapter, that is normal distribution. First, let us see what is the weightage of this chapter. Section A, MCQ, 2 questions of 1 mark each, this way 2 marks. Section B, 1 line answers, again 2 questions of 1 mark each, of this way 2 marks. Section C, short question or theory or short sum, 1 question of 2 marks. And section E, 1 big sum of 4 marks. This way total 10 marks weightage is there of this chapter in board examination. Now this chapter, it is connected with previous chapter, that is binomial probability distribution. Let us first start with the meaning of the word normal distribution. As just now we discussed in previous chapter, that is binomial probability distribution, we studied that binomial function, that is px is equal to ncx into p raised to x into q raised to n minus x. If you remember, in that we discussed one characteristic of binomial probability distribution, that is, if the value of n is very large and p and q are not small, then binomial distribution tends to normal distribution. That time only I told you people that this will be more clear when we will do next chapter, that is normal distribution. So here, to understand that, we will discuss one example. That is, if a balanced coin that is tossed for 10 times and the probabilities of getting different number of heads can be obtained by binomial distribution, and that we can tabulate it as follows. That is, number of heads x I have taken here from 0 to 10, while probability of x, that is ncx into p raised to x into q raised to n minus x. Now here, values of x, that is when I take 0, if I put in this formula, now here n, that is 10, p and q values are not there, so we take 0.5, 0.5. If you remember, in previous chapter already we discussed that when p or q value is missing, that time 0.5, 0.5 equally we take it. So if I take these values and if I put value of x 0, then here I have not calculated directly, I have written the answer, that is 0.0010. Same way, if I take value of x is equal to 1, in that case this will be 10c1 into 0.5 raised to 1 into 0.5 raised to 10 minus 1. When we calculate this, we get 0.0098 with 2, 0.0439 and so on. Here I have taken up to 10. Now these values you can see, first 5 up till 5. Here the values are in increasing, this px values. After 5, it starts reducing. But here you can see, it is in the same, these values are same. Like here you can see 0.2051, 0.1172, 0.0439, 0098 and 0010. Now this way, first always it increases, middlemost that will be highest, and then it reduces, and in the with the same values. Here total of these all, that is 1, as usual we had already done it in previous chapter, that total of this will be always 1. Probability distribution, that will be always 1. So this is only called normal distribution, where the values first it increases, then middle will be highest, and then it reduces but with the same values. This is called even symmetrical distribution. This symmetrical distribution is nothing but it is normal distribution only. Now these only we will plot points on the diagram and we see how we get the shape of this. Taking different values of x on x-axis and their probabilities px on y-axis, these points can be plotted on graph paper, and when we join these points, then smooth curve, the probability curve that as shown here you can obtain. Now this curve is symmetrical about the central line at x is equal to 5. You can see here. First it is in increasing order where the value of x is 5, that is highest. Then again it reduces and you can see because of values are same. So it's exactly like a bell shaped. So this becomes, or you can say this is known as symmetrical distribution, and the curve which we find this way, that is known as normal curve. Now here when n, this n, like here it is 10, as we increase more and more, this curve that becomes more and more normal, it tends to more and more normal curve. Why? Because these values n of n, as we increase, then this comes more and more symmetrical distribution. I think you understand symmetrical distribution means what? First it increases, at the middlemost will be highest, and then it reduces. But in the same proportion in which it increases, in the same proportion it reduces. So this way, which normal curve, that is where the first it increases will be highest and then it reduces in the same proportion, then that type of curve, that is known as normal curve, and its distribution, that is called a normal distribution. Definition of normal distribution. If the probability density function of a continuous random variable x is fx is equal to 1 upon, now this is called rho, or it's a sign of standard deviation only, but it is called rho, root of 2 pi into e raised to half, in bracket you can see x minus, this is called mu, this is mean only, but in statistical language or mathematical language it is called mu, upon again rho, that is standard deviation, whole square, where the value of x, that is between minus infinite to plus infinite, then the random variable x is called normal variate and its distribution is called normal distribution. Now examination point of view, this definition of normal distribution, it's important, and even this formula also we should remember, because one line answer, this formula maximum times it is asked in board. So please remember this. Now next is, that is area under the normal curve. Now already we have drawn, remember this, this normal curves diagram, that it's first of all you try to draw with pencil only, try to avoid using pen in this. But if you don't have time in exam and if you are using pen even, it's okay. Secondly, this bell-shaped diagram you draw with free hand. No need of taking so many efforts. Important is what? That first it should increase, at the highest it should be this way curve form, and then it reduces. Secondly, these both the ends that should not touch to x-axis. There should be little difference. If you touch, then half mark will be deducted in board. So remember this. Freehand you can use and draw this way, bell shape. Not compulsory that exactly this way. If your shape is this way also, no problem. But important is that it should be of bell shaped. Now here you can see middlemost, that is the value of mean only. Secondly, here this is your left hand side, this is your right hand side. Left hand side, this whole area of the curve, that is 0.5, and right hand side again 0.5. Now this way total area 0.5 plus 0.5, that is 1. Secondly, here you can see it is minus infinite and this is plus infinite. So the values which are of minus, that we take on the left side, and the values which are positive, that values we take on the right hand side of the curve. So this way total area, that comes 0.5 plus 0.5, that comes 1 only, and negative left hand side, positive right hand side. So this is an end of this session. See you in next session. Thank you.